Hey everyone, gonna do the ultimate YouTuber thing of leeching off someone's success. Today we're watching Fleekazoid's new video. It's called, give me a second, this literally just updated on my phone. Terrible news for the video game industry. I can't wait. When he does these types of videos, it's usually like, he's playing the perspective of the executives, like when he did a video on how Xbox failed and he was like the head of Microsoft going, "We gave you perfection and look what you gave us." So, yeah, this is going to be pretty funny. Let's get on with it, shall we? Keep in mind, this is my first ever reaction. I hope to pause here and there and actually make this interesting. But do cut me some slack. I actually like to stay silent and watch my videos instead of, going, "Oh my god, he said what?" every single time he makes a funny joke. So, I hope you enjoy. Pimps!
Terrible news for the gaming industry. I'm back. Happy New Year.
Fuck
And what
yeah.
the hell is going on? Xbox is flirting with the barrel of a shotgun. You can buy a house with 3 sticks of RAM. All right, maybe it's a tiny house, but to Todd Howard, it's a mansion.
Todd Howard, he's got like a long list of all the bullies that made fun of him at school. I think like there's even an interview that Fleek references with that, and he's definitely added like Fleek to the list of people that he wants to fuck over in the future.
And speaking of getting rammed, the new James Bond drives a Prius. He don't miss.
I'm going to die.
So classic. The new James Bond drives a Prius. I'm going to die. Oh my god.
The guy that made one of the most memorable games of the last decade can't get a game greenlit, and the guy that hasn't made a good game in over a decade just got 3 greenlit. Nothing is lit at Ubisoft Halifax, and all the SSDs are out of stock right now because of this.
What a nasty place to pause. Oh my god. I was just going to say, like, recently James Cameron, the guy who directed Terminator and the Avatar movies, sat down with Michael Bay, Transformers and Bad Boys recently, and they had a discussion where it's just like, we can't make anything these days because, it's all like has to be safety screened into oblivion. Yeah, says the directors of, some of the most like, we're going for the most targeted audiences. Avatar isn't exactly the most complex story, and Michael Bay movies were always just, fun, dumb fun. But I do agree with them. Everything has to be so watered down, and yeah, especially these days where it's just like, we need all this technology, all this, RAM and storage, and for what? This shit, wow, we're really advancing technology. When that AI bubble pops, it's going to be fucking hilarious, and I hope it's this year. It will probably be when I'm like in my 30s and I've had like 2 kids. I'm just kidding. I'm never gonna have kids.
And also this, I generated 1 image of DAW, and now the company is on the verge of bankruptcy.
Yay! I called it. It's finally gonna pop.
Welcome. And you may be wondering, what the hell is the point here, Fleek? Well, there's nothing for us to talk about, so we're gonna talk about everything. 2025 was the year I waited for 2026, because in 2026, every game is releasing, except GTA. What did I say, pimp? They're going for the 3-peat.
Let me see that again.
2025 was the year I waited for 2026, because in 2026, every game is releasing, except...
Yeah, that's what I expect. They really are going for the 3-peats.
What did I say, pimp? They're going for the 3-peat. 3 years in a row of most anticipated game. He don't miss. These devs are in the studio staring at these BBLs like Oppenheimer. If the jiggle is even 1 degree misaligned with the equator, scrap it. Start again. 3 more months of dev time. They know.
Oh, the goon is real, everybody. The goon is real. I wouldn't be surprised if, there's perfectionists when GTA 6 finally releases. everybody's going to be like, is it the perfect game? Is it a game for literally everybody? And it won't be. It won't. It's a Grand Theft Auto game. I play goddamn Grand Theft Auto online, and let me tell you something, that game is not for the faint of heart. Not because, you know, it has disturbing content in it. That's expected at this point. But no, it's because it's so overwhelmingly stupid with the hackers and the performance I can get out of it on my PC. I'm considering going back to my Xbox in order to play for a more stable experience. It's ridiculous. It's just like, why, Rockstar? Why do you keep on like prioritizing so much when we are so satisfied with so little? You could literally take a dump on us and we'd probably pay for it. So why not just release Grand Theft Auto and pull a Cyberpunk and then, you know, fix it up in a couple years? Or just, I don't know. Never mind. I probably don't know what's going on in there, and there's probably a bunch of, you know, Rockstar's employees who want my head on a platter for daring to question them. So yeah, let's just move on. Ugh.
They're making the game to end all games. Every game that follows GTA 6 will be an after-credit scene to this industry. So you want another year, Rockstar? Take another year. Much like Rome, BBL jiggle physics aren't built in a day. Retod will announce another Starfield DLC this year, and Bethesda fans will announce they still don't give a fuck. Todd will also announce he'll be growing 3 inches by next spring. He don't miss! In other news, Ubisoft shut down its Halifax studio right after union certification the other day. Union busting? Nah. Come on, don't quit being silly. This isn't union busting. They just removed the studio in which the union was based in, which legally is a very different sentence. Another thing going into 2026.
So different.
Golly, we got a lot of sequels and remakes coming up this year. Just looking at
Hey, but at least those remakes have Laura actually looking like Laura. No offense to some of the newer games, but oh boy, there's a bit of difference between the hotness factor between old school Laura and new school Laura. Oh, I miss the days when normies didn't invade every single piece of entertainment that I like and demand that everything be watered down. It's like that stupid gif of groundskeeper Willie and Principal Skinner. I said water it down.
My God, man, I've watered her down as far as she'll go. I cannot water no more.
Xbox, we got Forza, Gears, Halo, Fable. The head of Xbox should change his name to Matt Rebooty. He don't hell right after I left. Oh.
What the was that Laura Croft just bang like it's an episode of Jackass?
Move the camera. Hey Joe, show them where the elephants need to be on this side of the pond. Joe! Right in the fucking tuchus.
Oh my God.
Got announced at the Game Awards.
Boom! Bam, bam, bam! Boom! Bam, boom!
Bam, bam, bam in the morning.
And you won't have to wait long for it. The lead developer said that it should be out sometime before World War III. Speaking of the Game Awards, like I said, Expedition 33 won every award in the fucking building. He don't miss. To find out that they used AI to make it, so Twitter began hating the game they spent all of last year blowing. Several people with 8 hours.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, you know. My stance on AI is pretty simple. It's a tool. It's a tool. A hammer is a tool. You know what a hammer can also be used for besides, you know, banging in nails? Banging in heads. But we don't outlaw all hammers. We don't. We need to properly regulate things. Oh, what am I talking about? This is America. Regulations don't exist. It's either my way or the highway. Either all AI or no AI. Everything sucks. I gotta do that Joker smile he's doing with the AI. Now I'm a discount version of Jack's films.
Our video essays are gonna have to take them down now that nothing has changed. Then after they admitted to using AI, everyone else also admitted to using AI. The Arc Raiders devs probably had my favorite quote saying, "We use AI, cause this game dev shit's kinda boring, man." And the Avowed guy...
What the fuck? See, this is why I don't play Arc Raiders. I mean, I'm sure I'd like it, you know, extraction shooter, PvP, teaming up with friends and doing all that type of stuff, but, I'm already not knee deep, probably balls deep into Marvel Rivals, and I got so many skins, and, hey, I'm here to figure out how they're going to put in a monster hunter to save the day at the end, so, at least for the story, yes, I actually read the story for Marvel Rivals. I'm probably the only guy you know of who actually does that. You're probably looking at me like I'm the guy who actually watches porn for the plot.
They said, hey, we would never use AI. So as stupid as AI is, it can still beat whatever these West Coast devs are spitting out.
I'll give Oblivion that. I mean, they are long. They've fallen ways down from Fallout New Vegas, and yet they don't use AI to cut out jobs. I've heard Outer Worlds 2 is pretty good, but it costs $80 on launch, and I ain't supporting Microsoft because of that.
Even the French can win. Concord 2 is coming out, and the game looks about as generic as its name. Highguard was supposed to be a game that quietly dies on the back pages of Steam, but thanks to Joff, it's getting a public execution. He just had to make this game the finale to his showcase. You know, you're not gonna believe this, but when hero shooters first started coming out, people would actually pay to play them. That genre is so irrelevant.
Fucking Shrek. For Anton in the No Country for Old Men. Fucking Fleek.
It has former employees of Concord working.
Well, there you go. That's why this game is freaking, you know, dive bombing. Those devs are a freaking curse to the gaming industry. Maybe they should do this strange thing called leave it alone and realize that maybe, just maybe, their ideas aren't fit for it. But what am I talking about? We live in the era of Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, sure, she left finally, but they're going to stick around and they're going to mess everything up until we, the gaming public, finally lynch them. I mean, finally drive them out of our favorite industry.
If the speaker had said, we must all have lots of fun and be nice to each other and cooperate in solving problems, they'd probably have lynched him.
On it, which feels less like a development choice and more like a seance. Did the first Concord shutting down in 9 days not give you a clear enough hint? Speaking of which, Marathon is coming out later this year. The artist...
Like GTA 6, I fucking doubt that too.
They stole from is going to make more money off this game than Sony. Razor's team...
She finally sued them? That's good. Fuck Bungie.
Oh, come on now. Can't we just make up some bullshit that it was an ex-employee or something? Sir, this is like the 4th or 5th time we've been caught doing this. Oh, come now, Jenkins. I mean, I've never even heard of this anti-real. But sir, you and the entire art team follow her on Twitter. Oh, that means nothing.
Also awesome, you know, Blade Runner 49.
Teaming up with Grok to give you a judgmental AI waifu. It'll make fun of you, steal your data, and tell you a lot about a certain Austrian painter. If the
Look, as a dude who's in a bit of a dry spell of his own, I ain't that desperate, you know. That's you know how you know, women have cats? Well, I got 2 dogs right here, and I'm just taking one for the team, man. I'm calling BS as it is on the internet for all, like, 2 viewers who see me. And I don't care if it, like, scares women away for now. I guarantee you the next moment that I start protesting against, like, whoever the new Republican candidate is and start saying, like, I hate the Republicans more, they're gonna be all climbing all over me, just all like, oh my god, you're so amazing, and you don't agree with everything I say. Oh my god, you're so attractive. But that time will come in the near future. Nah, it won't.
NSA wants to see inside the Spank Citadel, you're gonna have to try a lot harder than the Razor Goon Jar.
Oof. Maybe aim for the head next time?
HyperX is making headphones that scan your brainwaves for some fucking reason. Their mics sound straight out of a Wendy's drive-thru. I don't want this thing microwave in my head. If I think thoughts that violate toss doesn't turn into a shock collar for legal reasons, I'm lying out of my ass. He don't... Speaking of dog...
Oh my god.
Look at these sweater puppies. It's crazy that you can get this for 10% off using code PIMP.
Get that back.
Because you motherfuckers can't spell.
that back.
Nintendo decided not to fuck over their fans for once and to actually show some passion. I can't believe it either. Listen to this. In an effort to spread some holiday cheer to low-income households, they discounted Mario Kart World by 1%. I need to think for a second.
And that's the best you're gonna get from Nintendo.
When you play PlayStation games, what's the big question always nagging at your mind? Nah, it's not can they make Venom have a fatter ass than MJ. It's how can I automate the last 20 minutes of gameplay they forgot to take out? Well, PlayStation is getting into AI with a patent for ghost player technology. PlayStation!
Oh yeah, this thing. I loved how, you know, a bunch of dudes who do a bunch of, like, making fun of people on Twitter. I love how they immediately just broke down how stupid that is, just having an AI play the game for you. Motherfucker, just watch a walkthrough at that point. Pull up, you know, MK Ice, whatever that channel's name is, or you know, go over and watch a friend play the game and have fun, you know, talking over that. Watch Game Grumps, okay? You know, do that. Don't just, oh, this is so stupid. People are so fucking lazy.
Finally solved the biggest problem in modern entertainment. They're sick of all these years of degrading themselves, degrading their art, to stoop to our feeble minds, making SpongeBob come all over the walls so you don't get lost. Now we can...
Oh my god, that is so perfect. Oh my god, the yellow fucking paint. All on the girl. Oh, if only it was that easy. Just like, you know, walk up to the fucking girl and just be all like, you have a bunch of yellow paint on you. So do I have to talk to you to progress the plot? And she'd be all like, yeah, can you get me some goddamn, you know, paint stripper or like some water or something like that. Hose me down. Oh god, I am become the goon, destroyer of brain cells.
Now we can remove all that. We can remove the controller. We can remove the TV because the PlayStation will play itself. Soon you won't even need to watch the cutscenes. The AI will do it for you and then send you a push notification saying you felt something. It was complicated. 5 stars. This is the natural evolution of cinema. First we watched
Camera. Is that actually in Mad Men? Oh, that would be so great if they actually played Gamera in Mad Men. I haven't seen that show, but my parents loved it.
Movies. Then movies pretended to be games. Now the games are politely asking us to step aside. PlayStation says this increases accessibility. Of course it does. It makes games accessible to people who don't want to play them. But you see, here's the problem. They make places for those people. They're called movie theaters. You're gonna love them. No. Don't.
Again, nasty place to pause. I'll back up a little bit so you don't have to look at that. But I doubt even movie theaters are going to stick around because the movies these days are so bad that no one wants to go to fucking see them.
Games accessible to people who don't want to play them. But you see, here's the problem. They make places for those people. They're called movie theaters. You're
More
gonna
like
love
TikTok.
No. Don't fight me on this. Who does John Cena follow on Twitter? You or me? You or me? You or me? With all that being said, though, on Twitter, you.
John Cena actually follows him on Twitter? Lucky bastard.
Or me? You or me? You or me? With all that being said, though, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm no negative Nancy. I believe we've actually got a lot of great games coming out this year. Code Vein 2, Dynasty Warriors, Code Vein 2, Neo 3, Code Vein 2, Lego Batman, Dawn of War, Kiwami, Code Vein 2. Back in the Suicide Squad video, I said that bile got outdone by Lego games. In the big 2026, my point stands. This shit's gonna make Expedition 33 look like Fast 12. He don't...
The two things. The goon is real with Fleek, and 2, yeah, I mean, it ridiculous how gamers actually want something that's related to something that used to work instead of something that's new and doesn't work. And you can do new things that work, but you have to do it adjacent to the old stuff. You can't just, dump all the old stuff in the past and say, here's the new stuff and you have to play it. Yeah, it ain't working anytime soon, I don't think.
Stands. This shit's gonna make Expedition 33 look like Fast 12. He don't miss. Fans of that game went from Suicide Squad to Suicide Watch. Not unlike Xbox. If your grandparents buy you an Xbox, it's a sign they hate you. It's rumored that they're laying off 22,000 people. For the record, that's the population of Albuquerque.
At first, I was just a tad bit for some of those layoffs because I got really tired of the people in like Hollywood and the gaming industry constantly hiding behind the shield of you can't fire us because insert diversity check mark, insert, LGBTQ check mark and stuff like that. I hated those people, so naturally want to get rid of them. But then just laying off everybody because, just going full in on AI. Oh, man. Recently, the GameStop in my neighborhood closed down. It was a shame, that GameStop had been there for years, and then it just left. But it makes sense, GameStop is a failing brand. So much so that a lot of people, they thought that they could make profit off the stocks of GameStop. And then people took advantage of those idiots who were trying to take advantage of GameStop. Maybe we should do that for the AI bubble. What do you say?
Fucking New Mexico. Now, with all this tin-skin labor force being employed by every company, you'd be forgiven if you thought every company is using it. Some are. Some still understand the value of abusing their human employees. And no one understands that more than Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog blasts more crunches than Lizzo blasts Crunchwrap Supremes. Their game is 2 years out, and they were crunching over Christmas to get an internal demo done. You may think it's easy to make the game that's gonna destroy your company, but not on Drucklefuck's watch. Let me remind you of something. This man banned the word fun during the making of The Last of Us Part 2.
Wow. Just wow. So edgy. He's so edgy, everybody. He's too edgy for me. He gets close to me, he's gonna cut me with, just his aura alone. So amazing.
Now that's edgy as fuck.
Tell me, how's the ratings on Last of Us Season 2?
They also banned the word family because you're never going to see them again until this game is done. What matters more to you, seeing your kids' first steps or 4K ray-traced alopecia? Alright.
I'll be perfectly honest. If I was stuck, if a job lured me in with the promise of, you're gonna have a community of friends and you're gonna be working to a bigger thing, and all of a sudden I'm being forced to stay in the office, not being able to see my family, take care of my dogs, actually have a life outside of it, I genuinely think I'd fight the manager or boss or something like that. Just go full ham on them and then tell my story online and make a bunch of money that way. I'm giving you good people out there ideas. Use them.
Pimps, that's enough incoherent rambling for one day. I've got to go be on...
Incoherent rambling, that's my job, Fleek. You put together art. You actually use AI that actually, to actually be funny. You are a master.
Stand by to see if my favorite gravy seal is making a return. Sayonara. Thanks to the flock of pimps and thanks to everyone that used code PIMP. We've got so much shit to talk about this year. Ubisoft just canceled Prince of Persia. Black Flag Remake just got delayed by a year. They just canceled 5 other games. The good news keeps coming.
The good news keeps... Alright. Well, that was effing hilarious. Fleek does not disappoint. And yeah, I really do hope that the gaming industry gets better, but let's be perfectly honest. I think, the gaming industry to me, right now, is a burning building. It is a burning, constantly on fire building that people are either trying to, put out the fire of or add even more fuel to the fire. And the best thing to do is to just leave. Leave and let nature take care of it. Leave that part of the building behind and just go outside, touch grass, and then create your own industry. It's like, my image is that, like, Larian, the guys who made Baldur's Gate 3, the dudes who made good old Expedition 33, all these threes, it's confusing me. When's the adaptation of Spider-Man 3? Oh wait, we already got that. I'm going to die. And FromSoft is outside, all of them are outside, all these guys are outside, and they're just sitting around a table having tea, just enjoying the peace, the tranquility, the money of actually making a fucking game that people want. I'll see y'all later.